Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Ananta Dev, Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Ananta Dev. Jayo Srinivas Govinda, Jayo Srinivas Govinda, Jayo Srinivas Govinda, Jayo Srinivas Govinda. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Jai Shri Shri Krishna Balaram ki, Jai Shri Shri Nittai Gauranga ki, Jai Shri Lakshmi Narsimhadev Anantadev ki, Jai Shri Srinivas Govinda ki, Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nittai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki. Hare Krishna. So today we'll be reading from 10th Canto, Chapter 11, Text 58. So please repeat after me. Iti Nandadaya Gopaha Iti Nandadaya Gopaha Krishna Rama Katam Muda Krishna Rama Katam Muda Kuruvantara Ramamanascha Kuruvanto Ramamanascha Navindam Bhava Vedanam Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Iti Nandadayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Katam Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Iti Nandadaya Gopaha Krishna Rama Katam Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Iti Nandadayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Katam Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Iti Nandadayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Katam Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindan Bhava Vedanam. So word to word meanings, please repeat after me. Iti, in this way. Nandadayaha, all the cowherd men, headed by Nanda Maharaja. Gopaha, cowherd men. Krishna Rama Katham, narration of incidents in connection with Bhagavan Krishna and Rama. Muda, in great transcendental pleasure. Kurvantaha, doing that. Ramamanascha, enjoyed life and increased their affection for Krishna. Na, not. Avindan, perceived. Bhavavedanam, the tribulations of material existence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charna Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. In this way, all the cowherdmen headed by Nanda Maharaja enjoyed topics about the pastimes of Krishna and Balarama with great transcendental pleasure, and they could not even perceive material tribulations. So please repeat the translation. In this way, all the cowherdmen headed by Nanda Maharaja enjoyed topics about the pastimes of Krishna and Balarama with great transcendental pleasure, and they could not even perceive material tribulations. Purport. Here is an instruction about the result of studying or discussing the Krishna Leelas that appear in Srimad Bhagavatam. Sadhyo hridi avarudyate atra kritibihi sustrubihi tat kshanat. From Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, second verse. Nanda Maharaja and Yashoda in Vrindavana appeared like ordinary persons of this material world. But they never felt the tribulations of this world, although they sometimes met many dangerous situations created by the demons. This is a practical example. If we follow in the footsteps of Nanda Maharaja and the Gopas, we can all be happy simply by discussing the activities of Krishna. Anartha upasamanam sakshat bhakti yogam adokshaje lokasya ajanato vidvams chakre satvata samhitam. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.6. Vyasadeva has given this literature so that everyone may understand one's transcendental position simply by discussing Bhagavata Katha. Even at the present moment, everyone, everywhere can be happy and free from material tribulations by following Srimad Bhagavatam. There is no need of austerities and penances, which in this age are very difficult to perform. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has therefore declared Sarvatma Sapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. By our Krishna consciousness movement, we are trying to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam so that anyone in any part of the world can be absorbed in the Krishna consciousness movement by chanting and hearing about the activities of Krishna and be free from all material tribulations. Thus ends the purport. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So here in this verse, as we see, iti Nandadaya Gopaha. So along with all the cowherdmen, Nandadaya, all those people, what is their situation? Krishna Rama Katham Muda. They are actually immersed in Krishna Rama Katha. Who is Rama here? Balarama, right? So in the past few verses also we see Balarama is referred as Rama. So somebody asked recently, oh, in the Hare Krishna mantra, who does Rama refer to, right? So Prabhupada says it refers to Krishna himself, who is like, Lord Rama, reservoir of pleasure. It also refers to Balarama. And he said he also refers to another Rama is there. Who is that? Huh? Parshuram, yes. Yeah. So here, we see Rama is being used for Balarama. So Krishna Rama Katha Muda. So this Nanda and all the cowherdmen, they were immersed in the Krishna Rama Katha, Krishna Balaram Katha, Kurvanto, and Ramamanascha Navindam Bhava Vedanam. So because they were immersed in this pastimes or glories of Krishna and Balarama, what happened? Navindan Bhava Vedanam. Navindan means actually here it is said, they did not perceive They did not perceive what? Bhava Vedanam. Bhava Vedanam is this tribulations of this material world. Bhava, we hear so many times. Bhavambudi, Bhavasagara, Bhavaroga, material world, right? Full of tribulations, the material tribulations. So in this way, all the cowherdmen, headed by Nanda Maharaj, enjoyed topics about the pastimes of Krishna and Balarama, and with great transcendental pleasure, they could not even perceive material tribulations. So this was their situation. So now how Nanda Maharaj and cowherdmen were relishing this Krishna-Katha. So there is some background going on here. So if you all remember the last verse that was discussed in this Saturday morning Bhagavatam session, it was, they were all moving away from dash to dash. From where? From Gokula to Vrindavan, right? They were all moving away. And I think the last we discussed was in the bullock carts, little Krishna and Balarama. They were in the laps of Mother Yashoda and Rohini, and they were all going, right? So then here few verses happen, and then this is the verse conclusion. So in between what all happened? So it is mentioned that Krishna and Balarama, they were very small, right? They were sitting in the laps of their parents. So when they came Vrindavana, they were very small, like 3.5, 4 years probably, I'm guessing, based on what he said. So they were speaking in broken language. Small children, they're just starting to talk. Oh, it is so nice to hear them. It's a very broken language. It is not, they don't know, they don't have much vocabulary. They can't speak very great words, but still it is very pleasing to hear, right? If you analyze just psychologically, logically, there is no meaning, because unless someone is a very good speaker, connects the words and everything. But the small children, even though they're speaking broken language, the words they can't pronounce properly, they can't make any proper sentences, but it's still so dear, so pleasing to hear. So anytime we come across small child, he's talking, you want to talk more, tell more. It's very pleasing, right? So this, all the Vrindavan Vasis, they relished this. Now small children only speak broken language, it is very cute. Now imagine if Krishna and Balarama, right, Rama, the reservoir of pleasure, all attractive. If they speak broken language, how it will be amazing, right? So hopefully one day we will all listen that, right? So, and then, so they were like this. Then it is said further what happened, slowly they started growing up, and it was mentioned, they started taking care of cows, right? Small cows, because they're cowherdmen. So imagine around 5 years, right? Around it is said around 5 years is when they get to start taking care of the calves, right? How many children in our temple are around 5 years? They can take care of calves if you send them in Goshala, right? Yeah. So they were taking care of the calves, and then they were going with their friends. It was mentioned every day they would go out with their friends to the with the calves. They don't have any school or any homework or anything. Prabhupada in that purport where he said the children were taking to the cows, he said the education is for Brahmanas, but they're Vaishyas, they're just trained how to take care of the land and cows. That's it. And now Vedic culture, we'd all been fortunate to be born in that cowherd community, right? No need of school, homework, study or anything. They just were trained to take care of the land and the cows, and they were taking care. And what they would do, they would take with the calves and they would have fun. They would play. So it is said Krishna and Balarama, they would play with their friends very nicely. And it was mentioned what all kinds of play they would do. So it was mentioned that they would sometimes take ropes. With ropes, they put it on the trees to take out the fruits. So they do that. Sometimes they throw with stones. The stones also they're trying to bring the fruits down. Their calves are grazing whole day. Every day is picnic. Like we go picnic, right? Long weekend. Every day is long weekend. Every day is picnic. So they're having fun. They're taking fruits. They're taking throwing stones, making with ropes, and sometimes they would take blankets and they would imitate cows. We discussed this earlier also. And they would make sounds, like cows and bulls, and they would imitate different birds like peacocks and all this. So in this way they were having fun. So they have fun like this, and then it is said as they were growing one fine day, they were all taking care of the calves, and then this demon, calf demon. Anybody remembers what is the name of the calf demon? Aristasura, I don't know. The calf demon, it is mentioned, yeah. So the calf, we all know little Krishna, that calf comes, right? So the calf demon comes, and it is said Krishna signaled to Balarama, look, another demon has come, right? So like sometimes we do, no? I think the donor team, the high donor comes, the donor has come, right? So like that, Krishna, indicated Balarama, look, another demon has come. And Balarama was also smiling, yes, he has come. So this calf mixed into all the other calves. And now, Krishna had to tackle it. So he, as if they didn't realize anything, they didn't notice anything, they didn't caution anybody, anything. He also just walked. He went close to the calf, and what he did, he held both the hind legs immediately, and then he started swirling it, right? And while he was swirling it, it lost its life. Okay, dead. Very simple. Take it and swirl it. And then it is said, he threw it on a kapita tree. So I was thinking, why this kapita tree, what it is? So Prabhupada in the purport, he says, in the translation just says, he threw it on the kapita tree, and then that calf demon and the tree, kind of broke a little bit. Prabhupada in the purport says, Krishna purposely threw it on that kapita tree because this kapita tree has some special fruit, it seems, some kapita bale or something it is called. It is very tasty, very sweet and sour. So Krishna thought, so let's all enjoy this kapita fruit. Anyway, demon is dead, let me throw it on that, right? So like this, ek tir se do, like with one, Krishna with one act, he can solve multiple things. So they were all, so they enjoyed the fruit, it was said. And it was mentioned after this they had breakfast. So this was even before they had breakfast only. So that Sattvic diet, first fruit and then food. So like this, Krishna and, so these things would happen, right? So the children, they would go home and they would narrate all these things. Because every day this is happening, this is all happening in the, Govardhan area while they were grazing. Parents and all the cowherd men, women, they were busy at the household activities. They would be looking forward what they will tell, Krishna-Katha. So the children, it is said, they would come and they would actually, there is a very nice word mentioned there, that they would actually recite in poetic fashion. See here, Vrindavan Vasis, they are very, skilled in that sense. Even if you all remember the Kartika Damodara Masa, we say, right, Mother Yashoda, while churning, what she was doing? She was singing songs. She made up songs based on little Krishna's different pastimes, right? So these Vrindavan Vasis, they're expert on the different activities done by Krishna and Balarama. They make nice poetic songs and they recite to the parents in a very poetic way. They tell, this is how Krishna did, this is how Krishna did, right? So this was one incident happened. So this is what Krishna, the cowherd boys, everyone were listening. And then it was mentioned even before this verse, another incident also happened. That is the incident of the Bakasura. Right? So what was Bakasura? He comes, it is said, he was looking like a mountain peak if it was broken by a thunderbolt and if it falls down, like a mountain peak it was. So Bakasura was so huge. And everyone got panicked looking at it. It was like a duck with a very long beak. So suddenly, it said next to the river, they were all drinking water. I think little Krishna very nicely they showed, right? It was next to a river. Like that, they were all drinking water. Suddenly they see this and they were all panicked. And before they could even think, oh, what is this, such a big thing? Immediately it comes and it swallows Krishna. They were like shocked. First of all, such a huge, demon is there. And suddenly it came and it just swallowed Krishna from between all of them. Imagine, right? We're all together in Goshala, something comes and takes somebody off. How will you feel? So they were all shocked. It was said even Balarama was shocked for a second. And Prabhupada in the purport says, though Balarama was the Supreme Lord, he knows everything. But he was, because they were in that mood of very strong affection, so even he got little perturbed for a second. And they were all shocked. What is this? This Bakasura has taken. But we all know how Krishna did. It's a duck went into the beak. And it actually swallows him. It goes into the throat. Krishna is now in the throat of this big demon. So Krishna became very hot. He became very hot. And so much hot it couldn't tolerate. So immediately it spew out. So it couldn't open. It had to open the mouth and it had to get out of whatever was there. It threw out. So Krishna came and then it said, okay, somehow you came out. I will attack you. It goes to attack him. It is said Krishna simply held the two beaks of the duck and tore it apart like a grass. Sometimes some grass there is a lining. Very simply you can just do like this. So it is mentioned like that, Krishna just tore it apart. Everyone were shocked. What is this? Krishna so amazingly killed this demon. And then it is said, Pushpa Mallika flowers from the Nandana Kanana gardens in the heavenly planets, they all started falling on Krishna. And the children and everyone, all these cowherd friends, they were awestruck looking, what is this? This big demon came, Krishna immediately killed, and there is a shower of some special flowers, Pushpa Mallika. Can we grow in our Goshala? We can say Pushpa Mallika Seva. Right? So these flowers fell, they were all awestruck, and these children, right, every day they see these great, amazing things happening, and they can't withhold, right? They have to tell. Sometimes it happens, right? Children, I don't know, sometimes girls, they come home from school and they say, I need to tell you this, I need to tell you. They are very much eager to tell because something exciting happened. And it would be like some, for us it might not be exciting, but for them it's exciting. But here it would be exciting for parents also. They're also eagerly looking forward what happened. So they would come and say, today there was this Bakasura, and it was huge, and it attacked Krishna, it swallowed him, then he came out, it tore it apart, these flowers fell. They would all be amazed listening all these things. What is happening? How is this big demons coming? And how is Krishna being protected? For them, Krishna was a small boy. It never dawned upon them that, he might be the Supreme Lord. They always keep thinking, some great mercy of Krishna. Krishna is protecting, demigods are protecting. And it was said, Nanda and the cowherd, Nanda Maharaj and the cowherd boy, they would be contemplating, what is this happening? Every time he is getting attacked by these demons, but somehow he is being protected. And so they think, maybe in the past lives, this my son Krishna might have killed these demons. So these demons are trying to get back on him because my son is righteous, because he never does anything wrong, and the demigods and the Lord are always protecting him because his righteousness is protecting him. Like that they will be thinking. So in this way it is said, every day, this is where this verse comes. So every day these cowherd men headed by Nanda Maharaja, they were hearing these glories, and what was happening? As a result, they were not able to perceive the material tribulations. So this is what is the thing. So though these demons were coming and disturbing them, all these things were happening, just because they were hearing this Krishna-Katha, right? They are not able to perceive material tribulations. And Prabhupada in the purport is saying, here is an instruction about the result of studying and discussing the Krishna-Katha. What is the result? You will not perceive material tribulations. And then further he's saying that this is a practical example, right? So this is an actual example from Srimad Bhagavatam, from 10th canto. And they were hearing Srimad Bhagavatam live every day, fresh, for us, we read the scripture. So every day they were hearing, and they were not feeling the tribulations of material miseries. And Prabhupada was saying, they were living like ordinary people, right? Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, and they were being troubled by the demons. They were not at all they were not feeling this trouble at all. And Prabhupada is here saying, in this way, right, if we follow in the footsteps of Nanda Maharaja and the Gopas, what did they follow? The footsteps of Nanda Maharaja Gopas, they were always listening. We can all be happy simply by discussing the activities of Krishna. See, simple formula. Everyone wants to be happy, right? Prabhupada many times said, the nature of soul is Anandamayo Bhyasat. The soul wants to be happy. Everything, if you see, we are doing, the whole world, not only human beings, even animals, they want to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. So, but for happiness, what's going on in this world? So many things are going on. But the formula is very simple. We can all be happy simply by discussing the activities of Krishna. See, such a simple, Prabhupada used the word simply. How difficult it is to read Bhagavatam and listen about activities of Krishna. Very simple, right? Very simple. So something that simple, now see in today's world, what has become? To be happy. Instead of being simply happy, what has happiness taken the form today? All around us we see. What is the form happiness has taken? There was originally this simple living, high thinking everywhere. Even in this West, there were farms. They were living simply, taking care of, whatever farm animals and growing grains. Everything was good. But then people wanted to be more happy. So what they started doing, industrial revolution, right? The machinery, factories, and so many things, all why to be happy. And what kind of happiness? What are all these modern inventions doing? Prabhupada quotes this, necessity is the mother of invention. So there is some material necessity found, and they start inventing, right? And to make ourselves happy. So what is this happiness going on? Material comforts. They're trying to increase material comforts, and see what level material comfort increase has gone to. Right? So from industrialization, from mechanics, from automobiles, from vehicles, airplane, submarine, you'll be shocked to know, because they're planning to build a township under the ocean. Can you imagine? Nicely, so much land is there, we can live, no? One big billionaire is saying, no, I will invest a few $100 billion in this. This has very much potential. They figured out something underwater, something, is good. So they want to build a township under the ocean. Can you imagine? So there is no limit. They're thinking some better convenience, something better we can do. And see the level where it has come to, right? So much modern, advanced technology everywhere. There are now, sense pleasure like this you can get. Smartphone, you can see game, you can watch, your video, you can hear your favorite music. This expensive cars, you can go at high speed, all recreational activities. You can go on cruises, right? You can go on airplane journeys. We went to Goshala a few days back. We saw different kinds of recreational activities. I saw so many kites are there. Suddenly I realized only few of them are like eagles actually, and few of them are people gliding like the kite. They looked very similar, right? Did you ever notice? It was very clear what their next life will be. Just they will move 10 feet instead of struggling so hard. Prabhupada used to say, see, in human life, if you want to imitate this surfing and all that they do, so much hardship, right? You have to work hard first, earn enough money, burn the surfboard, you buy it, practice. You'll keep falling in the waves so many times. Why so much misery? You be born as that fish, no? Very happily, no training, no surfboard, you don't have to buy. Simply you can keep very nicely. There are videos you can see this. They enjoy pleasure. Same way they all enjoy. So much activities are being done for happiness. Now the question is, are they happy? Are they actually happy? No, they're not happy. There is frustration, there is disappointment everywhere, right? Ultimately, see, if they were happy by doing all these activities, then advancement would have stopped, right? Everyone is happy, satisfied, done. Why they're inventing more? Why they're inventing more? Because they're not happy. They're thinking all these things would have made us happy. It did not make them happy. Now they're inventing more and more things to make us even more happy, even more better experience, better thing, big advertisement. Now a new ride in Six Flags, right? Existing rides are there, your stomach upset, head upset, everything still not satisfied. One more ride they will advertise. Same thing if you're in Los Angeles area, you will see Disneyland every year, they will introduce a new exhibit, or Universal Studios, something new. Why so many new? That means all the existing ones did not make you happy. So they're trying, let's do something else, we'll become happy. But the problem is, they're missing out the formula of happiness. Why? What is the reason why they're all not happy? Bhagavad Gita very clearly says, this nice verse, all these pleasures that they're trying to get is through their material senses. And through material senses, you can't get happiness. Now if you ask them, you're not happy, they will argue, no, I'm happy. When I was gliding, I was happy. When I was jumping, diving, I was happy. When I was watching the movie, I was happy. When I was eating something, I'm happy. What are you saying? No, I'm happy. But if you ask, no, are you happy now? Right? You're having a conversation. Now I'm waiting next weekend, I'm planning. When I go again, I'll be happy. So actually, they have, the world has scammed their mind. Happiness is actually a state of existence. Happiness is not something that is short term, right? You ask them, I'm happy, means they'll argue they're happy, but you ask them, are you happy all the time, every moment? They'll say, no. When I was doing all these activities, I was happy. That means he was happy when he was eating, when he was watching, when he was playing, only short-lived, right? That means they're only experiencing temporary short-lived happiness. That is actually, it's a feel-good, temporary short-lived, feel-good feeling, that's all. It is not continuous. But actually happiness means it is a continuous state. You should be always happy. Otherwise you can't say I'm in happiness, I'm happy. Just like a wealthy man, right? You ask him at any point of time, let's say he has $10 million in his bank account. He knows it. And every day he's getting a notification, current balance 10 million, so he's happy. So now if you ask him, are you wealthy? He will say, yes, I'm wealthy. Now you ask him at any point of time, is he wealthy? Yes, he is wealthy. Middle of the night you wake him, yes, I'm wealthy, wealthy. Wealth is there. So in the same way, just like a wealthy person means continuously always wealth is there, happy person means always happiness should be there. Happiness is a state of existence. It is a continuous state of existence. If it is only coming for a short-lived, coming and going, short-lived, that is not happiness. They're getting scammed by thinking they're happy, but only they're experiencing short-lived pleasures. And it ultimately leads to frustration. Why? Because from senses, how much can you extract pleasure? Right? If you say, I can enjoy watching a nice movie, Dolby Theater, I don't know what else they have, digital surround, very nice, right? One movie you watch, it's good. Now the second movie also sometimes people do this. They watch like 2 movies, right? After one movie, immediately second movie. But how much can they watch? You say, okay, watch one more movie. No, I'll get headache. Body can't take, it's a limit. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to derive happiness from material objects. But from material objects, what happens? Actually, happiness doesn't come. Krishna very clearly says, this 5th chapter, 22nd verse, Yehi samsparshaja boga dukkha yonaya evate. This samsparshaja boga, these pleasures that you derive from material senses, dukkha yonaya evate, they will only lead to misery. Okay, temporary happiness you're experiencing, but actually it leads to misery. Actually, even these pleasurable activities so many times lead to misery. You know that recently at Lake Tahoe, an avalanche happened, people were skiing, a lot of people died. Actually, my own friend, many years ago, he went for skiing in Lake Tahoe. He's a well-built, he skis very nicely. And skiing is fun. So he skied 3-4 times, and he came down, he was very tired. And his friends were going for one more round, come. It was fun. He was like, I am tired, but okay, one last time, let me do. See, actually skiing, he said, it's a very stressful activity. You have to be very strong and agile every moment. You have to keep, you should be very strong and alert. You can't be like relaxed. It is not like a slide, oh, I'm going, it's fun. You have to be very alert. So because he was very tired, while he was skiing, he just for a second, he wasn't very strong, right? Little loose, he left. Immediately he lost balance, he fell, and his knee got fractured. So he was stuck on that mountain, and there is like an ambulance kind of a thing. Even there, it will come ski. It picked him up, and he was limping for many years. He could not walk. Right? You're trying to get material pleasure out of these things. You only get misery. Now analyze all kinds of pleasurable activities. They lead to misery only. You eat so much, again misery. You'll get diabetes, cholesterol, this, that, health problem, digestion problem. You won't be even able to eat anything from this material world. You can't get permanent happiness. What will you get? Adi antavantaha kaunteya. It is because it has a beginning and it has an end. It has a beginning and end. That is why nateshu ramate buddha. So actually these materialists, the material world, everybody, nobody has experienced happiness. They don't even know what happiness is. Why? Nobody is in that continuous state of happiness. Unless you are always happy, you can't say you're happy. As I said, happiness is a continuous state. It is not a temporary state. So these materialists, now if you analyze, they never experienced happiness at all. They never experienced. But who experiences happiness? Only devotees experience happiness. How is that? Krishna says, because the moment you say devotee, he has this understanding of this material existence and the spiritual existence. When he understands the spirituality, the first time a human being can experience happiness is when he becomes devotee. When he understands the science of Bhagavad Gita, when he understands this knowledge. Krishna says very famous verse, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. See, unless your Brahma Bhuta Prasanna is not even there, you can't be happy at all. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kankshati samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labate param. So the first time a human being can actually experience happiness is when they become a devotee. Why? Because when they become devotee means it's not a sentimental devotee. Right? Krishna says Bhakti Yoga, another name for Bhakti Yoga is dash, starts with a B. Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi means intelligence. Means proper knowledge, understanding of our existence, of our situation. So this proper knowledge and understanding if one has, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, he'll become first time actually he will experience freedom. New devotees, when they come, they start reading Bhagavad Gita, they understand everything. That is when they actually realize happiness. Why? I don't have to worry about anything. Everything is anyway temporary. Right? They come to that understanding. Na sochati na kankshati. What is this money, name, fame, everything temporary. And I'm spirit soul. I belong to Krishna. I belong to spiritual world. Na sochati na kankshati. The first time actually anybody can experience happiness is only in Krishna consciousness. So that is the first level of happiness. Now the next level of happiness is, so that itself is, one can be happy. I have nothing to do with this because there is loss, gain, happiness, misery. Everything is temporary. I am the soul. It doesn't belong. I have to liberate myself out of these material things. How much ever you do, whatever you do in this material world, you can anyway never be happy. We are saying, right? Yehi samsarchaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evite. You will always be feeling miserable, no matter what. So this is the first stage, first step of happiness. If one actually understands Bhagavad Gita, they will actually become Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. They will become joyful. Prasanna means actually you will start feeling relief. I remember one person, he asked me, what is your favorite verse in Bhagavad Gita? So I told our standard, Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto. I said, I like this Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. I said, you can be completely relieved, completely free, no anxiety. I said, yes, that is also good. So that is the first level of happiness, even if you don't become devotee. Now, what is the second level? Actually, as I said, materialists never experience happiness. Now, devotees see how fortunate they are. They actually relish multiple levels of happiness. First happiness is this, I have nothing to do with material world. I am spirit soul. Whatever happens, all temporary, my karma, everything gone, also gone, stay, also stay. What does it matter? I am spirit soul. And then mad bhakti labate param. Then they engage themselves in devotional service. Now, once you engage yourself in devotional service, what is the situation? You go to the second level of happiness. Why? Because now you are directly in touch with Krishna. Like Madhu Pandit Prabhu is saying, the chanting, When you're chanting, Krishna says, many times says, Prabhupada also says, Krishna and Radharani are on your tongue. If you just understand this fact, won't you be happy? Who in this world is getting an opportunity to have Radha and Krishna on your tongue? Literally, when you say Krishna, Krishna came on your tongue. When you say Hare, Radharani came on your tongue. And you're going on reciting this, Radha and Krishna, they're dancing on your tongue. Isn't this a moment of happiness? Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this amazing? So this is the second level of happiness. The moment you start devotional service, you're in touch with Krishna. When you're chanting, you're in touch with Krishna. When you're doing deity worship, you're in touch with Krishna. When you're eating prasadam, you're in touch with Krishna. So you're constantly in touch with Krishna. Now if they ask a devotee any time of the day, wake him up, are you happy? Yes. Why? Because I'm performing devotional service. I chanted my rounds, I ate prasadam, I participated in kirtan, I did some service, I read some Bhagavatam, I read some Krishna book. There is so much reason to be happy. So much so that devotee means happiness. So I'll read a nice conversation about this happiness for a devotee. Okay, and this is morning walk, Prabhupada conversation, April 24, 1976 in Melbourne. So one devotee is asking, here it says, often the devotee thinks that he is more unhappy than the karmis because he knows he is unhappy. See, this question put by somebody. Prabhupada immediately, then that means he is not a devotee. If you are not happy, you are not a devotee, right? The devotee asked, he is not a devotee? Prabhupada, yes, he is not a devotee. Devotee means the first sign he will be happy. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, right? What we discussed about. It's not prasanna. If he is not prasannatma, he is a rascal. Right? Prabhupada is saying, see, devotee means you should be happy. If you are not happy, you are not prasannatma, that means he is not even a devotee. He is a rascal. He has not entered even devotional life. Prabhupada was saying, if he is not happy, forget about it. He is a rascal. So, he is not entered even devotional life. He is outside. Prabhupada is saying he is not even a devotee. Forget about it. He is outside. And Prabhupada is saying, that is the test. If you are not happy means you are not devotee. That is the test. And then Prabhupada says, just like when Dhruva Maharaja, when he saw Vishnu, he said, everything is all right. I don't want anything. Swamin Kvitarthosmi. That is Vaishnava. And if he is still in want or unhappiness, that means he has no spiritual life at all. He is simply making a show. See? Very strong statement. So basically, devotee means you have to be happy. If you are not happy, you are not devotee. Now, why we should be happy? Is it like some kind of a mental imposition or artificial imposition like that? They say, no, it is based on objective reality. Objective reality of the fact, like we heard from Madhu Pandit Prabhu, when you're chanting, Krishna has come on your tongue. So how you should be? You should be happy. You should be chanting with, what is it? He used the word delight. Delight. Krishna has come on your tongue. Why are you not delightful? And then you should relish. Not only come on the tongue, you are now hearing. So you should relish that I am hearing that same Krishna sound is entering into my system. And you should task with enthusiasm. Oh wow, Krishna has just come. I just recited. He came and I heard him. Let me do one more time. So you should be doing happily. So this is the second level of happiness. What is the second level? Just by doing devotional service, you have to be happy by knowing the fact that you are in touch with Krishna. And there is a third level of happiness. What happens? It's not just this. Madhu Pandit Prabhu very nicely says, this is Kriya Karya Chesta Ruchi. Right? You're chanting, you're hearing, Krishna has come, Krishna come. And then he says, then Krishna, he adds to it. He gives pleasure. You're already happy. On top of it, he gives you pleasure. And that becomes Divya Kriya Karya Chesta Ruchi. So when you're performing devotional service enthusiastically and happily, Krishna adds. Just like you're eating gulab jamun. They say gulab jamun ice cream is a good combination. You're relishing already gulab jamun. So he's saying he's enjoying, let me make it more. He puts ice cream. Oh, this is even good. This is what happens. Now if you gulab jamun itself, you're not relishing. You're eating, what is this? I don't feel like putting ice cream for you. What is the use? So actually, if we want that happiness, that transcendental divine happiness that Krishna infuses into our consciousness, we have to be happy in doing our devotional service. If you're not doing happy in devotion, if you're not happy when doing devotional service, that means, as Prabhupada said, we don't have correct understanding. We did not even enter devotional life. We have to be happy. I think of an analogy like a person who has no job, no money, very tough life. Suddenly he got a job and then he's working and the paycheck is coming every week, weekly pay, right? So salary is coming, depositing and all that. But still he's not happy. And somebody asks, hey, why you're not happy? You're getting salary, no? You got job, no? Initially you didn't have anything. Yeah, but I came to know there is something called promotion. So Promotion means more salary. With your existing, you're getting first, be happy with this. No. Promotion, I heard you'll get more salary, more money. So he's not happy. He had no job, nothing, but he's now unhappy because he didn't get promotion. And then, somehow he got promotion. Still he's not happy. What? I came to know unless you get to some particular level, some promotion, you won't get bonus. You know this? Not every employee gets bonus. They have to go to a particular cadre. Only the top 3-4 layers only get bonus. So now he's getting salary, he got promotion. Now he's unhappy, he didn't get bonus. Now what will the managers do? This fellow is always unhappy. Job I gave, unhappy. Gave promotion, unhappy. Will I feel like giving bonus to him? But take example of another person who got job very happy, enthusiastic, very nicely working. Oh, and every week he's happy. Oh, salary, I got salary. Good. 1,000, 2,000 like that. And then the supervisor will be inclined, let's give him promotion. And more, and he will get promoted very fast, and he will get into the category of getting bonus also. But the person who is crying, he will never get. So our devotional service also, if you are not happy with what we are doing, we are like the people who are getting salary but still sad. Initially no job, nothing. Now you got job, you're still sad. Why? No. Krishna Prema, I did not. Krishna Prema is bonus here. Just by chanting Hare Krishna, you are relieving yourself. Mahadavagni Nirvapanam, you're getting rid of all sinful reactions, you're getting closer to Krishna, you're going, burning away sinful reactions, every chant, you're one step closer to Krishna, you're burning away all your material desires and everything, and you're still not happy with this. No, something more is there, I'm not getting that. So this is foolishness. And will Krishna be giving an impetus to give you? This much benefit you're getting, you got in touch with Prabhupada, you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're on your way back to Godhead, you're still not happy. You have not learned the lesson. He won't infuse that divya pleasure, he won't give. So the key takeaway is, whatever devotional service we are doing, we have to be happy, we should do it happily. That's why Prabhupada says the happiness, as I said, is an inside job. We have to be mindful and be happy on our own. No, happiness won't come from outside. That's why Prabhupada says, chant and be happy. So be happy is an instruction. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I'll conclude here. Let's all make sure whatever devotional service we are doing it happily. Then we are opening the doors for Krishna to infuse the spiritual happiness. And then what is the next level? There are unlimited levels. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. There are so many levels of happiness we can tap into if we are happy while we are doing what service we are doing. All right, I'll end here. Thank you all. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.